Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Friday Night Light Series here live from Texas Motor Speedway for the No Limits 300. My name's Kirk Mills, alongside today Ron Mullins, and of course our producer Howie Burrow is going to be over here in the booth with us. Going through turns 3 and 4, reach down, pull them belts tight one more time. From Texas for the Friday Night Light Series, Andrew Dyson is on the pole. Blake Kluot to his outside. Pace cars diving down into the pit lane, and they are about to get these things rumbling through that restart zone. Buggity, buggity, buggity! Let's go racing, boys! Down the back straightaway for the first time today, you can see Dyson take the early advantage. Kluot falls in behind as you can see Hicksonball pulling into third. As coming out of turn number 4, it looks like Andrew Dyson is going to lead lap number 1. Jacob Simpson for the 22, that 5 car going for 5th place. He's been moving forward in the last 10 laps quite really successfully. And same thing with the 63 for 2nd place. He's coming up to the back bumper of the leader up front. He's there. He's going to make a move here any second for the lead up here. Bryson Hicksonball, P1. Let's see if we can get a camera up there. He's on the back bumper here. He's all over. He's waiting for the right moment to strike on Dyson. Here he goes.
Ooh, yeah, low slip up there from Dyson. That's going to allow Hicksonball to establish dominance on that inside line side by side as they head their way across the stripe. Will Hicksonball dive it? Is he going to risk it for the biscuit? Yes, he will. And with a sideways snap, a small little wiggle that he corrects immediately. Hicksonball, now your leader. And Andrew Dyson in an unfamiliar position. Now with some dirty air on the front end of that 41. Will he be able to hold pace, or is he going to start to sink down? Let's find out.
Good pass for Hicksonball again. Your pick this at the very start of the race. You picked Hicksonball to win this thing. He's up front now, and he's probably going to run away with it. He's got that clean air. You know Hicksonball, he's able to hang on to it and do well. Now he's just hoping for no late race cautions to throw wrenches and things if we can. You can see right here, that 63 car is absolutely just a second and a half over the rest of the field. He's doing something that's just typical for him. He's in the final lap of his stage, and you can see that gap. They're trying to chase him down, Hoytsman is, but he's just not able to do it. As he's going to be catching up to some lap traffic on the outside right now, he's going to be there shortly. I don't think he's going to be able to reach him, but that 63 car heading into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in stage number 1 is going to easily come to the front and win stage number 1 when he crosses the stripe. Well, you can see your stage 2 results here on your screen. Hicksonball gets the top spot. Hoytsma, Reiner, Dyson, Wiles, Kluot, McWhorter, Von Hinchel, Woods, and Simpson. Through that restart zone and going anytime from here to here. Here we go. Got on the gas, and we're back underway. No checkups through the field. We are good to go.
Running smooth, heading down into turn number 1 and 2. Hicksonball punching out to the race lead. Hoytsma looking for second. He's going to hold on to it. Bryce Reiner now is in third as the field stacked up a little bit right behind. This is the time to pounce, and everybody knows that. That's the reason why they're throwing caution to the wind as we get stage 2 rolling.
For sure, still side by side for multiple positions throughout the field. And it's only going to continue like that. Trying to get settled in. You can see the top 3 have, but that outside line, Dyson, is just stuck up top. Can't do much with it as McWhorter now is moving up into the 6th place spot. Remember, he started towards mid-pack, but has been moving forward ever since, along with Eric Wineland, another car I said to watch at the beginning of the race. And these guys have just been marching towards the front since the beginning. 3 wide, look out, contact. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no, he saved it. Holy cow, he saved the car. How did he do that? I thought he was gone.
Yeah, I thought I was about to have to read out an obituary as they're still on top of each other. Let's take a look at this
21.
replay here. See, I said on top of each other. This guy ended tears. Says, "Oh my goodness!"
I thought he was gone. I really thought he was gone. He hit him right in the spot that normally the point of no return. Can't save the car, but he sure did. Eric Weiland's a wheel man.
Dangerously close to, or maybe
caution's out. There's the caution right there. Thrown the yellow. Oh, Jesse wins. Wow. Perfect timing for the 73, but Jesse Winslow goes around and turns 1 and 2. Let's see what happened here on lap 68. Just one short of a fun lap. Let's see what happens here. 35 goes to the inside. And this is... Oh, wow. It looks fine. Oh, the 35 just overdrove the corner, and 59 just overcorrected into the outside wall. And that will bring out the first yellow for incident today. That 35 car is Michael Mesnard. Oh, would you look at that? There was contact prior. So if we go back a little further one more time, you're going to see on the entry, the 35 and the 59 are going to make contact. They're side by side. Maybe the 59 doesn't realize it and comes down. Yes, 35 does, gets a little loose, and 35's not happy about it. Stays in the gas a little bit, goes up, makes contact, and they both go around. Up towards the front, that pace car is going to go ahead out of turn number 4 and dive down into the pit lane as Hicksonball is going to lead them on down. You're looking at the front end of Reiner from the back of the 63 through the restart zone. We are back underway.
Once again, a fantastic restart there from Hicksonball. It's oval racing on iRacing. The leader's usually going to get off to a fantastic start. Gotta wonder if iRacing will ever close that sort of loophole that the drivers can exploit week in and week out. But taking a look now, side-by-side racing still very close between the 73 and the 5. Now the 41 of Andrew Dyson, who started up at the front, then dropped down like a rock, looking to lift himself up like a helium balloon.
Drivers you're going to want to keep an eye on for this restart is the 14 car, who's going to have to make his way through the whole field to try and get towards the front as they're side-by-side for third to 73 on the top. And you can see that 14 car on fresh tires. He's going to be taking it 3 wide. He's going to try everything he can to try and gain as many spots as he can in a short period of time. He needs to make quick work of these cars towards the back. Same thing with Aiden Amano in the 32. He's doing the same exact strategy.
He's got some pace, he's got some control of that machine, and you know he's putting that front end exactly where he wants it to be. From the outside of Bryce Reiner makes it seem like he's sitting still. Now here he comes on Andrew Dyson. That'll be the squabble for 4th. He's got to jump into that spot and look right behind. Following him everywhere he goes is Blake Kluot, a sideways wiggle there from the 73 of McPorter. That's allowed Aiden Amaro to jump his way up into 3rd. Now got to wonder what he can do against Hoytsma and Hicksonball.
They're going to be side by side together. They're up to 3rd and 4th, and it's just a matter of time before they catch the 97. I think it's going to be about a lap or 2 before they get there. Kind of side by side, not really working together at all. They know that if they can get to the lead, they got the fresh air, they might be able to hang on to it. 97 is kind and gets up and out of the way and lets these 2 cars go. He knows those cars are way faster. No reason to be battling 2 side by side cars right there on a different strategy. No need to be battling. He understands the long-term game here.
Hey, 3 wide racing for your top spot. Amaro and Kluot battling in their own right as they get past Hicksonball now side by side as they head their way down into 3 and 4. Kluot now going to jump into that top spot. This is a great race for that number 14 machine. What a time to do it as well. Looking for his first win since Watkins Glen last season and looking for that Dash for Cash bonus too.
Yeah, we're trying to race a lap 90, by the way. Lap 90 here in about 10 laps. That 14 car is going to hang on to the lead for about 10 laps. And that 32 is going to do everything he can to try and chase him down. Now, who else may be on the same strategy, you might be asking? Cody Bird in the 15 car. He was running dead last for the entirety of stage number 1. Guess what? He's running P11 right now. Let's see if we can get a camera on the 15 car, Cody Bird. You can see right here, he's been moving forward. He has the Make-A-Wish Foundation as a sponsor there on the car. He's about to be sent 3 wide. Here comes Jacob Simpson. Look out, folks. Michael Deach on the bottom. 15's trying to hang on to it with fresh tires. Keep trying to move forward. I think they got plenty of sets of tires underneath them to be able to make it the distance. But as they cross the stripe, 1 more lap to go in stage number 2. And what a stage has it been. Cody Bird's moved up. Michael Deach and Hunter Truel, Aiden Amaro, and Blake Kluot, the big people who have taken advantage of the 4-tire gamble. and it's working out for him. Getting some stage points is going to happen for these guys if they can make it back to the line. It looks like they surely will. As Blake Kluwatz goes through turns 3 and 4, he will come to the stripe, and he will win stage number 2. A little loose, but he's very happy about it, shaking the car off turn 4.
With Michael Deach completing your top 5, Lucas Hoytsma, Cody Bird, Joseph McWhorter, Andrew Dyson, and Bryce Reiner ran at your top 10 at the end of that stage.
Side by side, here we go. Through that restart zone, we are back underway. Great jump for Kluwat. Everybody else gets through that restart zone, and they are all fighting for position into turn number 1.
Side by side throughout the pack, though, who's going to be the first to try and punch out? Is anybody maybe going to have a little bit of trouble? These restarts have been smooth so far here tonight. Everybody smooth as they head their way down the back straightaway. Some drivers running a little bit high off through 1 and 2, and side by side for third. Amaro looking to cling on to that podium spot as Hoytsma going to look to try and squabble with him. Also look at the 73. Joseph McWhorter trying to make something work there as well. He's currently running in 7th. Looks to try and jump his way up. McWhorter, I still think, overdue for his first win here this campaign.
And outside line's hard to make carry. Hard to save some tire there as Michael Deach got a little loose. Loses a lot of momentum there on the bottom in that pink machine. But you can see the 63 of Hixenball just sticking to that white line. Just shortly. You can see right now that Hixenball is catching up to the back bumper, the same as the 71 catching up to the back bumper of Amaro. Amaro now going to be under fire. Here comes Truel down to the bottom. He's going to make that pass in no time. Easy peasy. Moves up to second place as Amaro starts falling back. Wow.
Or
look at
investing
this
in Beanie
kinda,
Babies.
I don't know about that, man, but you can see that these guys have really gotten so close together. Top spot lead right here, 63 car coming to get the lap 81. The 63 is going to be side by side for the lead here shortly. The 63 is going to make that move going into turn. And caution's out. Crashing on the front straightaway. Oh, there goes Jacob Simpson in the 22 car.
Oh, and a penalty for Matthew Boston Wheeler as the yellow flag comes out. So let's take a look at what may have gone down here. There you can see that was a 73 getting sent there, and I think it just caught out there. We'll take a quick look here to see exactly how Matthew Boston Wheeler picked up that penalty there. I think it was speeding on pit lane, or I don't say pit exit maybe. Yeah, I think that may have just been a pit lane penalty. May get cleared by race control. We'll have to see. There it was, 73. He didn't even get to the back of him before that 73 had the sideways step. It just checked up there, and unfortunately for the 22, really nothing that he could do. And the 2 and the 41 and the 56 all getting collected in some regard in that as well. Super unfortunate for those drivers who just caught a falling anvil to the face.
Looks like a total of about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars I saw that were involved, maybe 6 total. Who had something to do with that wreck. Maybe had contact, things like that. But Vaughn Henschel gets a meatball flag in the 2 car. He's the only one that gets something that's going to require a lot of damage repair.
You can understand why. This was a super awkward hit. Yeah, there you can see it double hit, in fact. Hit the front end and then bounced off the wall, and you can see that car immediately running sour.
And for this restart, the only thing I want to see is the front 10, because it's just going to be chaotic from Casey Graves on forward for the first initial start of this race. Keep an eye on it, and anything could happen. Through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to get the restart. Let's find out what's going to happen together, folks. Pace car heads out of turn number 4. You're going to see it go ahead and dive back down to the pit lane. Side by side, Hoytsma and Amaro, your top 2. Watch the wheel spin through the restart zone. Looks fine right there. Back underway.
Yeah, and a cartoonishly good restart there from Lucas Hoytsma. 0.4 of a second lead already as they send it off into turn number 1 and 2. Speaking of sending it off, I think Aiden Amaro sends it off a little bit too hard. He's now on the outside of full line racing as they headed their way onto the back straightaway. I don't have a good feeling about this car. I will be 100% honest. They kept it smooth off through 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, different dilemma in its entirety. Sideways wiggle there. Huge loss of time for Kyle Amon. He sinks down the running order, now running in 7th.
Going from 7th to 2nd in just 1 lap, Bryson Hixenball takes over 2nd place. as he's trying to chase back down Lucas Hoytsma, big rival there, who stayed out on older tires. We kind of knew this was going to happen with all the different strategies being played out. Kulak most certainly did not have the speed to hang on to it with only a fuel tire stop, and that 63 of Hixenball takes the lead away from Hoytsma like it was nothing. Super easy. Fresh tires versus old tires. Very different story. And look at Dustin Hall. We're sitting P5. We hadn't seen that one car up towards the front all day long. Now sitting in the top 5 for Dustin Hall. Not bad. What I can say, you can see those stints on the far left of your screen. Dustin Hall just came down for his stop. Bryce Reiner's now on pit road. Matthew Boston Wheeler came down from 10th place. More and more cars choosing to head down pit road. And it's just going to continue here. Now, when does Hixenball make his move? That's the question I have. Right now, he's on pit road.
You summoned it. That's exactly what was there. Was that a manifestation? Did he summon it? I'm not sure how that works there. But either way, it's a pit stop for sure for Hixenball. What caused it, was it the racing gods frowning upon us, smiling upon us? I'm not too sure. Even when I was a driver, I couldn't get a read on exactly what the racing gods were trying to tell me. Sometimes I think they were just trying to get in contact with me about my car's extended warranty. Wiles, your leader, he stays out once again. 45 laps now, the stint length for the entirety of your top 11, as Hixenball now on pit exit here. There you go, clicking right off to zero. 45, 46 laps on these tires as he goes a lap down. There does Hixenball, and another pit stop for Tanner Marty and Daniel Wiles. These pit stops have becoming a bit more of a common occurrence here, Kirk, and it stands to reason. These tires probably feeling far from factory fresh, to put it a little bit lightly.
Yeah, so those folks that stayed out on that odd cautions out, this is not helping anyone on that strategy. And it's Eric Wineland, one of the cars that were on that strategy on the back straightaway. Heavy contact, caution is out. Let's see what happened to Eric Wineland here. Gradzicki, who was running on the racetrack on old tires, got loose up top. Not clear. You can see all the wave around cars at the back of the field. Pace cars in pit road. Top 10 through the restart zone. We're back underway. And McWhorter tries to run away from the rest of the field. Seth Foudy, Casey Graves, Wesley Napier are your top 4. Like, what the heck? Completely different than what we've seen all race long.
Look at the side-by-side racing throughout the pack. I was a bit nervous there as Wesley Napier and Andrew Dyson trying to send me off into some untimely yodeling as I headed their way down the back straightaway. Close to making contact. Even once they did make that initial touch, nearly ended up sending both of them up into the fence. Not a lot of major accidents here in this race. High speeds at Texas, high risk of drama, but hasn't been a lot of crashes so far here. Still close. Now Andrew Dyson all over the back of Seth Foudy after starting this race up at the front and leading in the first 20 or so laps. I think Andrew Dyson looking to end this race in the way that it started.
You're good, man. So that battle there, 41's on the back bumper of the 73. He's giving him a shot in the corner. He spins him out. He saved the car. 73 saved that race car. He gave him a shot, trying to turn him around. Let's keep a camera on this. It's going to get chaotic. Here comes the 77 of Seth Foudy to the inside for second place. 41 to the top. And what a save for the 73. This is the battle for the win. 4 cars all under a blanket as there's a wreck on the back straightaway. Car stopped on the bottom of the racetrack. They keep it green. No caution.
Yeah, there you can see 77, 41 side by side all through the turn. One of these drivers is going to have to punch out into that P2 spot. Otherwise, McWhorter just going to run away with it. But I think Dyson may have just used up his stuff there in that attack and charge. Heading through the turn, contact made through there. Dyson with the sideways step. McWhorter with a code brand moment of the race. And they're still close to one another. Look at that top 4. They were split up big time not too long ago. Even Casey Graves is sensing an opportunity. I thought that 01 car's pace had completely fallen off into the Grand Canyon, but now looks like he is rising up, peaking at the right time, trying to look for third. Again, another driver who'd be delighted to walk away from this race. with a top 3, but everybody's still eyeballing their chances at victory. 4 laps left to go here at Texas. McWhorter now with the 0.2 of a second margin. Dyson losing out on a bit more time off through 1 and 2. If he has some more moments like that, this could be McWhorter visiting victory lane for the first time here this season.
And the move of the race will be, if that 73 wins, his save after contact with the 41. That was one hell of a move. The 41 is off the pace. He's not there anymore. 41's checking up. He doesn't have the speed. He's gone. Seth Foudy trying to make a move to the bottom. You can see the 01 of Casey Graves. He's looking up top. Might take it 3 wide. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get there. Caution's out on the racetrack. Caution is out. Changes everything. Who is it? Let's take a look at it. You can see the battle that we had before. 41 got to the bumper. Look at the save the 73 just had here. Gosh, what a save. I thought he was going around. But this is the cause of the caution. The first wreck that happened earlier, Steve Benjamin and the 56, that did not bring out the caution. This was still green flag racing. What brought out the caution was here with the 30 car William Owens for like the 9th week in a row around. Let's see what happens here with the 30 car. We saw the 31 involved in an accident earlier this week. The 32, still kind of new to the series. 30 got loose on his own and spun out, hit the 32, and they both go for a spin, and that will end the 32's day. I hate to see that. William Owens, man, just cannot hang on to his stuff. McWhorter on the top, Seth Foudy on the bottom. Through the restart zone. Great restart for the outside line as we get this thing back underway. 73's clear to the bottom if he needs it. Seth Foudy has yet to win this season. He has yet to win in this series at all. Same with Casey Graves in the 01. 77 gets loose on the bottom of the racetrack. They're going to be 3 wide for P2. 41's loose on the bottom, as it looks like Casey Graves is going to pull away to P2.
A little bit of contact there once again. The 41, the 77, multiple touches as they headed their way through 1 and 2 and on the back straightaway. 3 wide racing fanning out behind by the white flag gun. Be seen by McWhorter trying to get his first win in his title defense.
It looks like they got the white. They are wrecking across the line, but they got the white. We are staying green. 73. Sitting right there in the lead's got plenty of gap. Casey Graves got a long way back. Coming to the line, multiple cars wrecked at the front straightaway, but Joseph McWhorter coming through turns 3 and 4 for the final time out of the corner will come to the line to win the Friday Night Lights Series race here at Texas.
And you can still see the smoke and the tire marks as they headed their way across the stripe. But Joseph McWhorter, his first win since 2025, and it comes a little bit earlier than his first win back in the 25 campaign as well. He had to wait all the way until Pocono during the summer. We saw the smoke and the chaos going on there in the mid-pack. There's what started 90 and the 20 making contact, the 95, 97 getting involved in that, so too the 17, and it was a big one going down here at Texas. I was going to say, with all the smoke and the tire marks left on the track and in the grass when your leaders came around to take that checkered flag, it looked like a war zone.
It was a wild one for sure, but that 73 car would not be denied.